Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Sandra from Huff Stuff Customs. Today we're going to bring you a tutorial on how to make your own personalized t-shirts with HTV. So HTV is heat transfer vinyl, and you use it for apparel. You can put it on t-shirts, you can put it on pants, you can put it on socks, you can put it on a lot of different things. So what you do is when you have your vinyl, you have to put it, you're going to see there's two different sides. One's a shiny side and one's a dull side. So you want to mirror it in the computer prior to sending it to your Cricut, to your Silhouette, whatever the case may be. So with this, you see that this is the shiny side. You're going to place it the same way that it needed to be placed for the previous video. So you're going to place it like that. The dull side is on top. The shiny side, you will see it is on this side. It is on the bottom. So the dull side gets cut by the machine, and what happens with that is because it's reversed, it looks backwards when you're looking down. But when you place it on apparel, for example, like a t-shirt, it doesn't look reversed. It looks perfectly fine. So once the machine has finished cutting your design, we need to weed it. So weeding is taking the inserts, the cutouts that are the inside of each letter, and removing those. That way we can see the design easier. So what I like to do is I always keep scraps of the that come on these actually to put scraps on, to put the inserts that we're weeding off on here, because you're not going to need them anymore, they're trash. So for example, so now we're going to go in, take them all out. So the reason why it has to be reversed is due to the fact that the machine is actually cutting the dull side, which is face down on this vinyl. So heat transfer vinyl is for apparel. Like I said previously, you can put it on pants, you can put it on t-shirts, you can put it on a lot of different items. So what you're doing is you're removing the inserts. As you can see, like there's inserts. There you go. I like to keep it on the mat, that way it's sticky, that way it won't be coming up. If I try to peel it, if I try to do it like this, it gets a little harder because there's no resistance for it under it. So I like to keep it on a sticky mat. So you're gonna remove this. Okay guys, so here you have it. It's all weeded out. Now you can actually see. So this is what I was talking about. The reason why we reverse it, there we go, sorry. The reason why we reverse it is because of the fact that when you put it on the t-shirt, it'll look correct. It won't look backwards. So I'm not sure if it looks backwards to you or straight, but the reason why it's put on the A1, it's cut on the dull side, is so then you can have this paper to place it on top of the apparel that you're trying to put it on. So that was that. So this is a 3-part design. This is for A1 consultations. They are a credit repair company and they do phenomenal jobs. I've seen and I've witnessed a lot of different testimonials from them, and they're great. I love working with them. So this, on this side, I'm not sure if you can actually see it, it says good credit. So we're gonna weed it. So it literally, I put it on, again, I put it on the mat so then I have a sticky surface to keep it adhered to. That way it'll be easier to remove the inserts. So you're gonna remove that. See if I can get it. So sometimes it can be a little tricky to weed out all of this and all of the inserts is what I want to say. But you just gotta be patient. So literally, this will show you patience. Patience is key with the Cricut, with the silhouette, with anything you do in life as it is. So just be patient. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to getting used to it. And again, even people who have done it for years, they sometimes make mistakes. It happens. It happens to everyone. So you're going to weed it. So this vinyl can actually be adhered to any type of t-shirt. It can be cotton, it can be a blend of cotton with polyester, with rayon, with any kind of different blends like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove the excess, because now you don't need that. Literally, it's just scraps. Just going to toss it, and you don't need it. So as you can see, it says good credit. So this top piece is transferring the actual HTV, the heat transfer vinyl, and it's a carrier sheet that you can put on for to place on your t-shirt. So there's that. And now we just have one more to do. So this says, oh, then I'm sorry, I have it upside down. It says Gucci, Prada, Fendi. They're all scratched out. Because at the end of the day, we all want good credit because we need good credit. So I'm gonna take this. Here we are. We're just weeding. Remember, we're taking out the inserts of this, and we are trying to have our design show through. So we're just gonna weed that out. So I'm not sure if well, if you know anything about Huff Stuff Customs, we are located on Long Island, New York, and we deal with a lot of different customers from around the country. We have different states contact us for items to be shipped to them. We've actually also shipped out to Puerto Rico, which is great because why not? We love Puerto Rico. God, I wish I was on vacation, right? Away from this cold, because New York, we have cold. It's freezing here. So, well, today's a decent day, but today's pretty nice, so can't complain that much, right? So we actually do a lot of apparel, and a lot of people love apparel. So we actually offer two different types of apparel. We offer heat transfer vinyl. We offer we also offer sublimation, which sublimation is actually the t-shirt that I'm wearing. You can't feel it, so that's a different type of process for this. So there it is. Gucci, Prada, Fendi, scratched out. You want good credit because you need good credit. So there's that. Okay, so now we moved over to the heat press. So this heat press, I'll have a link down below of where you can purchase it. I got it off of Amazon. This thing works. Had it for maybe 2-3 years, and it's worked great for us. So what I do is we place it down on here. We grab a lint roller and grab a new sheet of the lint roller. If I can get it off. Okay, there we go. And you want to lint roll your t-shirt. You want to lint roll it because then that way the design, there's no mistakes in it. It adheres nicely to it. You can actually sometimes see if there's any kind of lint under it. It will show a little bit through the t-shirt, which I don't like that personally. So I like to go the extra step and do a little bit extra for the t-shirts. So what I do is remove some of these items. I have a Teflon pressing pillow. So I like this because of the fact that I'm using a V-neck today. And with the V-necks, I don't like the collar being seen when pressing on the opposite side. So I put it in. So you're going to do a pre-press because you want all the moisture to be removed from the t-shirt itself, because then that way the design will adhere correctly. Remember, when you do t-shirts, you want, well, HTV, print and cut, anything like that, you want to make sure you have a Teflon sheet or you can also use parchment paper. What I do is I have these magnets so that you can see all over. I have them holding my Teflon sheet, that way I never forget to use my Teflon sheet when I do HTV. So we're gonna press it for a few seconds. So where you need to have your press on is 315 for 15 seconds, I like to do. Sorry about that. So you pre-pressed, I take this out again, the Teflon pillow. Now you're gonna fold it in half. What I like to do is I fold it in half, especially V-necks. You want to have a center line. This is gonna help you make it easier and faster for you to find the center when you place down your design. So you want to center it. What I do is I do 2 presses. Remember, you want to make sure it's all centered. You don't want any mistakes. Make sure it's centered. Okay, so you're gonna pre-press it. I pre-press it for maybe 5 seconds or so, and then I actually turn it over. So that's gonna give you the letter T. That way it'll be easier for you to find the center. So you're gonna press it down, just a few seconds. There you go, 5 seconds. Okay. So now when you open it, it gives you the center line. Makes your life 10 times easier. Trust me. So now what I like to do, again, I use my Teflon pillow. I put it in. There we are. So now, rule of thumb, it's 3 fingers from the collar that you want your design. Some people do 4, but I usually stick to 3. So you can do 3 fingers and make a little, I don't even know what that, I guess a little mark that you can say. I just like to make sure it's fully centered. I would like my design centered, personally. So there's that. So since I am putting good credit at the bottom, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna press it separately, just to make sure that the vinyl gets on top of the t-shirt itself. So now we're gonna press it for the full 15 seconds at 315. Guys, so now we pressed it for the full 15 seconds. You want to peel it. This is a hot peel. Make sure you peel it off. Okay, now we're going on to the next layer that we're doing. So with this one, you're going to put it dead center of your design. Make sure it's straight. Big thing, make sure it's straight. Sometimes, yeah, I've seen, you know, hiccups, which none of us like. So that's straight. Yep, that's straight. And now we're gonna press again. Okay guys, so we did the full 15. Now you're gonna hot peel. Remember, it's a hot peel. So now you see this is the transfer, the carrier sheet that was on it. So it's technically a transfer sheet. So now the design's not on this anymore. This is what I keep to put my the inserts on. Makes my life easier, that way I don't have a mess. Throw that on there. Now let's look at the t-shirt. Let's look, take out that Teflon pillow. It looks perfect to me. So see? Gucci, Prada, Fendi, good credit. So now we are going to do the design on the back. Since we already have pressed it and there's a center line, you already have it on here. And so with the Teflon pillow, you actually save yourself time with it, trying to do it again. So now, let's get our back carrier sheet on there. So remember, you want to have it centered. So this is the design. This is actually their logo, their contact information if anyone needs it. So what I like to do is, there where the V ends, that's where I like to place it. Remember, you want to have it centered. So let's center this. I'm centering it. Okay. The reason why I took off the Teflon pillow is because of the fact that you want to see where the V or the where the collar ends and where it begins. That way you have a correct placement for the back at least. So, see, that's actually a really good placement right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the Teflon pillow back in. So let's put this back in. Okay. And here we go. We're going to press again. Okay, so that beep means it's time to open it. So now you're going to peel. Oof, see? So this is the carrier sheet again. You could see the cuts. That was where the design was. This is the sticky side. This is the part that went on the t-shirt itself. So keep this. I keep this for scraps at least. That's me. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. So now the t-shirt's done. Front, back. What I just like to do is to make sure that everything has been adhered to the garment, to the t-shirt, to the apparel, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're doing. I like to press it for an additional 5 seconds on each side. That way, in my mind, it's done, it's adhered, it's not a problem now. So now we're going to turn it around, do it one last time on this side, and then that's it. So here we go. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Let's make sure. Okay, we're done. So now you're going to take out the Teflon pillow. Don't need it anymore. You're fully done. There's that. So that's the back. A1 Consultations is their apparel. And then that's the front. I think it looks great. So what you need to do this is you need HTV. HTV is heat transfer vinyl. You can go to the store and get it. You can order online. I like to use Sizer. Sizer is my favorite as of now to use for heat transfer vinyls. And they come in different colors. They also come in stretch, which if you're doing for lifting, for any kind of sports, things like that, you might want to do that. For bodybuilders, you might want to do that. That way the design doesn't crack. Because if it cracks, not fun. So you need this. You need a cutter, either a Silhouette, a Cricut, anything like that. You do need your weeding tools. So I still use my Harbor Freight weeding tools. I'm not sure exactly how much they are where you are, but you can always use a 20% off coupon. And then, or you can also use, I have all the Cricut tools that came in their starter kit, I believe it's called. And you use this to weed. And then I always use my tongs. So these are reversible tongs. They help just in case I pull any kind of vinyl up. And yeah, they help me place it back down. So don't forget, patience is your #1 thing that you need with this. As for the, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Heat press, that's what it's called, heat press. So as for the heat press, remember you need a Teflon pillow. You don't need it, but I would recommend it just because it'd be easier. It won't leave any marks on your t-shirts. And then you also need a Teflon sheet. Make sure you have this. Don't forget to put it on top of the apparel that you're trying to do, because you can burn your apparel, which nobody wants. So as for my heat press, I will have a link down below, and I will also have all the details down below, what you need and what I recommend to get. And so the temperature that I have it at is at 315, and my time per press is 15 seconds. So with that, it's what I use. A lot of people do different things. I do medium to high pressure, stick a little bit more to medium pressure for each press, because then that way the garment doesn't get damaged or anything like that. But so that's what you need, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learned a lot of new things. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments down below. And if you have any recommendations on any kind of videos that you'd like to see, anything that you'd like for us to explain more, go ahead, send us a message, send us a DM on Instagram. private message on Facebook, or just leaving it down in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we will be putting a lot more content out there. We are currently working and testing out sublimation on new items, which I'm so excited for, to share what we've experienced, the hiccups that we've done, anything like that, because this is a learning process. This is a learning curve for everything from apparel to stickers to everything you can think of. So please feel free to contact us, and if you have any recommendations on any kind of videos that you'd like to see, contact us. Don't worry about it. We will take anything that you'd like to see. If you have any constructive criticism, or hey, maybe you should stop saying a lot, I will work on that. And so if you have any recommendations or anything like that, or any comments, please leave them down below. I think I've said that probably 2 or 3 times, but thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.